guys, welcome back to Fire Among Three Houses, The Golden Deer Root, Part 19. And in today's video, we are going to do Salvation at the Chapel. Takes place after the ball. Things take a turn for the worse as you and Jeralt investigate an abandoned chapel in Gerreg Mach. Seems this takes place at the end of December, it seems. The cause of snow. White clouds. Bum bum
bum. Captain? Captain! Where are you? Hey, Professor, have you seen your old man? Too bad. I guess it will have to be you then.
I'm back. Sorry for the delay. My last mission took longer than expected.
Captain! Thank goodness you're here. There are reports of demonic beasts near the chapel.
Nonsense. I haven't heard anything about the monastery's walls being breached.
That's why I'm heading there now, to see what's really going on. You'll join as well, won't you?
Of course. We're both sworn to protect this place.
It's odd. Just before they appeared, someone saw a number of students heading toward the chapel. They were apparently acting strange, as though they weren't in their right minds. Shortly after, demonic beasts started to appear, one after another.
Are they safe?
The students. There's no way those demonic beasts got in from the outside. But none of that matters right now. We need to act. Go summon your students. Damn it. I wanted to talk to you about something important, but there's no time. There's never any damn time. But this is much more urgent, so it can hold for now. I'll meet you there.
Healing. I gotta unplug my controller for a second. It's tied in nets. Oh, god damn it. I was hoping I could get it untied before it did that. Yes, I am using a wired controller, so sorry, I am not going to be able to move the thingy, the little Byleth avatar. bastards.
There really are demonic beasts here. They're emerging from the chapel. I'll head that way. The rest of you, protect the students who weren't able to get away.
Help me! These beasts, they're...
Somebody, help me!
You stupid beasts! Don't you dare come over here!
Demonic beasts. So that one will have to go right away.
Let's get to it. Let us away. Who, me? I've got an idea.
I stand ready.
Who, me? Leave it to me.
Stay focused.
My turn?
Ready and willing.
Let's take them out.
Apologies.
Getting stronger all the time.
Nice.
A bit disappointing.
Beast. There's a stone or something on its forehead.
no hesitation.
We'll protect you. The time is right.
Just worked harder.
Oh yeah, they are the students.
The demonic beasts were actually students. How can this be?
Wait, so if I just kill a student? Is that what I have done?
underestimate us.
That missed. I would have said. Our family's leave.
Stand aside! Yeah! Did that suffice?
A fine example.
Thank you! But my friends who couldn't get away, are they okay?
I do not know, my friend.
I'm grateful.
another option. Did the trick. I think, yeah, I'm definitely tougher.
Nice level up. Slick dodge there, Amy.
Do try again. I'm only getting better with age.
I was so scared. I'll find a way to repay you. I promise.
You really think you can keep going? Don't push yourself too hard. Thinking about what happened at Ramire Village, it's clear you've gotten a hang of being a leader. Maybe you should have taken command of me too.
I think now is good.
Like how Catherine goes punching it too. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Well done.
I'm indebted.
I call that a win. Aiming high.
Sorry. That was a close one.
You saved me! Thank you.
The Chapel MVP. Flame? Really?
There isn't a trace of evidence to be found in the chapel. This must have something to do with Remire. Perhaps...
Wait!
Huh? Another student? Run along now.
Thanks for all your help, sir. You're just a pathetic old man. How dare you get in the way of my brilliant plan, you dog.
Run along now.
Thanks for all your help, sir. Huh? What are you doing here?
You must survive. Merely because there is still a role that I require you to fulfill.
Sorry. It looks like I'm going to have to leave you now. To think that the first time I saw you cry, your tears would be for me. It's sad, and yet I'm happy for it. Thank you, kid.
Oh. Now I'm sad. I wanted to get to use him. A simple stab like that, I felt like that was... I feel like he could have survived that, but then again, that was like right directly in the back, wasn't it?
So this is where your father lived. Are you still crying? If turning back the hands of time was not enough to save his life, you must accept what came to pass was fate. Agreed. We cannot let the wicked ones run free.
They will all burn.
Oh, your father said to look for something here. He must have been referring to whatever is behind that bookcase there. Your father's diary. Huh. His handwriting is prettier than his face would suggest. Well, well. These entries here are from before your birth. He seems to have been writing this for quite some time. Ah. Read that part there. Horsebow Moon.
Day 20 of the Horsebow Moon. All is cloudy. I can't believe she's dead. Lady Rhea said she died during childbirth. But is that the truth? And still, the child she traded her life for doesn't make a sound. Didn't even cry at birth. Day 25 of the Horsebow Moon. It's raining. The baby doesn't laugh or cry. Not ever. Lady Rhea says not to worry about a baby that doesn't cry. It isn't natural. I had a doctor examine the child in secret. He said the pulse is normal, but there's no heartbeat. No heartbeat. Day 2 of the Wyvern Moon. Sunny. I feel I must take the child and leave. But the church is always watching us. I don't know what Lady Rhea has planned. I used to think the world of Lady Rhea. Now I'm terrified of her. Day 8 of the Wyvern Moon. More rain. I used the fire that broke out last night to fake the child's death. Lady Rhea is in a state over the news, but I can't change what I've done. I've got to take the child and leave.
Well now, that baby must be you. That means... Someone is approaching us.
Ah, here you are.
Alright, I'll admit that's a bit weird. A baby with no heartbeat.
To think that that Geralt would meet his end like that. I hope you know that you were the most important thing in the world to him. He wasn't the most emotional guy. I'm sure expressing his affection wouldn't have come naturally to him. After what's happened, it's up to me now. I, Alois, swear to protect you in the captain's stead. Sorry. This isn't the time for my blathering. Lady Rhea is looking for you. I came to tell you that. I'll take my leave now.
This book is filled with secrets yet unknown. We must return another time to read the rest.
I take it
Oh,
with us and put it in our...
But I have at least figured one thing out. I know now why our fates are intertwined.
And why is that, though? You're just gonna say it but not tell me anything? What the heck?
Professor, I have been waiting for you. I am filled with grief at the loss of our most celebrated knight. Jeralt was an ally of many years, and also a dear friend. He fell in love with one of the nuns here at Gerreg Mach. Their love produced a child, whom she died giving birth to. It was her decision. She weighed her own life against that of her child's and, in the end, implored me to save the child. Your father never truly accepted that decision. He took the child, took you, and disappeared without warning.
Who's my mother?
Your mother. She was my...
Sorry for the interruption, Lady Rhea. There's something you must hear immediately. A report from the knights patrolling the area.
Very well. Professor, you are dismissed for the day. Please rest and focus only on mending your heart. Understood?
So it wasn't the cause of snow, it was the cause of sorrow.
Part 1. White Clouds.
But we still have
Guardian Moon.
him
Where the goddess dwells.
freaking
Long
narrating.
ago, the Guardian Saros made an appearance during this moon. She had been summoned by the soul was suffering as the flames of war raged across Fodlan. Some believe that high in the sky above Saros, the Immaculate One's mighty wings are what powered the strong winds carrying the Guardian and her forces into battle.
Excuse me. That'd be funny if it said I received a bonus because of my father. That'd be kind of funny, but also really sad.
Day 5 of the Garland Moon, year 1157. Clear skies. I picked some flowers for her and returned home. The look of joy on her face at the sight of these flowers will be even more beautiful than the flowers themselves. Yeesh, that is enough. His entries from before your birth are full of such romantic blatherings as that. Oh, it must be deeply moving you to hear such things, but now is not the time for whimsy. Someone is here. You do not wish for them to see you in this state, so pull yourself together.
I thought I might find you here, Teach. Not the type to wallow in solitude, huh? That's a relief, let me tell you. So, what were you reading? Is that Geralt's? So it is. Hey, maybe this has some entries from when Jeralt left the monastery. Is that so? He was the captain of the knights, but something made him leave the monastery in a hurry. If it has something to do with your birth, knowing what happened may get us closer to knowing what secrets the church is hiding. Teach, would you mind letting me read that diary? I know how important it is to you, but I'm not asking lightly. Please allow me to borrow it. I'm forever in your debt, Teach. If you'd refused, I would have had to sneak in here in the dead of night. I wasn't looking forward to the prospect. Anyhow, let me fill you in on what's been going on lately, and not just as thanks for pointing me to that diary. Rhea dispatched the knights to various locations in a frantic search for the enemy. There's a rumor that she's already secured some information. Something big is going to happen soon. That has me wondering, if you find out where the enemy is, what will you do about it? If you ask, No, scratch that. All of us students would gladly lend a hand. Even if that means going against Rhea's wishes. Don't forget it. Now go. Everyone's worried about you. You'd better show them you're in good spirits.
Oh, thank you. You saved me.
If you were to die, then the mystery of our bodies would be revealed. Preventing that was my only aim. I'm afraid you must remain, Kronya. There is something I need you to do.
Worse, I am always happy to cooperate with Solon. Leave it to me.
How annoying.
Flame Emperor, is she offending you? Unfortunately, we cannot take our eyes off her, so there is nothing to be done. You are our greatest creation. We use the defiled beast's blood as the fuel to your flame, that you may burn even the gods. Now is the time to cleanse Fodlan with that power and bring forth our salvation.
There will be no salvation for you and your kind. Those responsible for such gruesome deeds in Dusker and Enmar.
All so that you may acquire the strength you need, all for a purpose.
So something was happening.
Hey, Teach, do you believe in gods? I don't necessarily mean the goddess of the Seros religion, just gods in general. Do you believe that incredible beings who control the fates of all really exist? That's not the answer I was expecting. Though, honestly, I've recently become a bit of a believer myself. I've always hated the idea of praying to a god. After all, you can only really rely on yourself. I still believe that. You can't win a war by leaving your fate in the hands of a god. Only tangible facts can really decide a war. Which side has the most troops, the best tactics, the better organization and planning. Of course, miracles can happen. And by that, I mean things that are completely outside of your control. Things that only seem to add up if you believe in the concept of fate. Things like, well, like meeting you, for example. You just seem sort of impossible. I think everyone would agree with that. You can wield the sword of the Creator. You're a tactical genius, and you have this strange ability to earn the trust of anyone you cross paths with. Before I met you, I never imagined that it was possible for someone like you to exist. And yet, now that I know you, your presence in my life has quickly become invaluable. In fact, it's hard to imagine making my dreams come true without your help. Because of that, I can't believe for a second that our meeting was just a coincidence. That means it must have been fate. Maybe it was a miracle. Or maybe some god empathized with me in my dreams. Again, I don't mean the goddess of Fodlan, though I suppose it may be hard for you to grasp what I'm talking about. People all over the world have different ideas about who or what the gods are, right? Even in distant lands across the ocean or over the mountains. They have gods who see the world as a whole, who don't care about Fodlan's borders, who don't meddle in our affairs, who don't grant life or take it away. And maybe, sometimes, they'll make a miracle happen. A god like that, that's the sort of god I think I could believe in. Careful, Teach. You'll anger the followers of Seros if you say things like that. I'm just speaking. I think people should be free to believe in whatever gods they want. If a person believes in a god and that god becomes a support system for them, that's a good thing. That's what a god should be. Anyway, maybe I've overstepped a bit. I knew you'd understand. In any case, let's keep this conversation between the two of us, yeah?
Thank you for inviting me. Thank you. Quite delicious. Hmm? Yes. Hmm? Wow. Hmm? Are you sure?
Alright, well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Thank you for the treat. I had such a great time.
He looks so sad. Rare monster sighting. Hey guys, I'm really depressed, but I'm gonna put out a seminar on Jeralt's fighting style. Aw. So that's still available then? off with some supports.
Hey, Ignatz. Getting lost in your imagination again?
No. Today I am praying. I'm hoping that if I pray with all my might, she will appear before me.
The goddess, you mean?
Yes. Perhaps it's strange to think about such things.
Nah, you're
Actually,
fine.
I think I'll explore
If I had the
it
chance to
later.
meet the goddess, I certainly wouldn't say no. Especially your version of the goddess, huh? A total looker, isn't that right?
That's a disrespectful way of putting it. I just believe that she's a divine beauty. She'd have to be, considering how she mesmerized the people of Fodlan when she walked among them.
Too true. No doubt an incomparable beauty, that one. Funny to think that even now she must be somewhere, right? Well, I guess she's just floating on a cloud or whatnot.
Yes, indeed. Watching over us from above. And they say that someday she will return to walk amongst us again.
Well, don't mind me. You go ahead and get some good praying in. If the goddess appears, you let me know, okay?
What? No! If she does appear, I want it to just be the goddess and me.
It'll be way better if I'm there too. I'm saying this for your benefit, Ignatz.
Why?
Imagine an incomparable beauty standing before you. Really think you'll be able to remain calm?
Well, that is to say...
But if I'm there, I can smooth things over. Have a nice chat, invite her to tea, everything a goddess deserves.
Oh, well, I suppose that makes sense.
Of course it does. Now, get on with it. Pray like you've never prayed before.
Dude, I love that. Everything is so sad. Let's explore.
If you must weep, then weep. I shall be here for you. Well, it would be ridiculous to not feel anything after something like that. Go on and let it out. I am here.
This music's making me depressed. Just see it.
Hello there.
It is a shame what happened to Jeralt. I am sorry. There are no words. Leave some flowers on his grave for me.
Hello there.
Geralt's gone. He's gone, and we'd only just reunited. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sure this is even harder on you, but I just can't. I can't believe. Oh, thanks.
Let's do some fishing with the cherry shells. Says 0, total 0. Does that mean I didn't get any? Or is that the ones that I currently had in my inventory? Oh, I think that's what it means, so I'm dumb. I like how for the herring bait, it's a 5-star bait, but I usually only get blue ones with it. But at least the fish are usually 4-starred as well. Or 5-star sometimes. Bleh. Bleh. Can I get a gold? Great. A white trout. Stark white fish that comes in summer.
I'm so sorry. I never quite know what to say at times like these. Just don't push yourself too hard too soon. It's okay to allow yourself to be sad right now. Losing someone dear to you, well, each loss is unique, but it's a feeling I know very well. That said, Professor, No, that... No. 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 No.
Oh no.
Professor, thank you for all you have done for us. Nothing to report today.
I'm sad too, Nick. I'm sad too.
Professor. Hey, Professor. Got a minute? Look, I snapped at you. I didn't mean to lose my temper. I was rude to you. I should have known better. Huh, I thought you might say that. And that way, you're just like Captain Jeralt. You accept other people. You don't let petty details get under your skin. Well, when I was a kid, I kind of latched onto him. I've been calling myself his apprentice ever since.
Wait, so you're not actually... God damn it.
He spent some time in the village I grew up in. Actually, you weren't with him back then. Why not? Huh. Maybe he left you with a relative or something. Anyway, back then, Geralt's job was to deal with poachers. Well, they were bandits, but we called them poachers. Nobody in the village could stand up to them. But your dad, he took them on like it was nothing. I was so impressed. All I could think was how amazing mercenaries were. I'd lived in that tiny village my whole life, and Geralt was nothing short of a legend. So I went right up to him and I told him I was going to be his apprentice. He didn't stick around long after that, but he did teach me a lot while he was with us. Tactics, strategy, training routines, it was all so new and exciting. So after he left, I kept at it, kept training, just like he taught me. Me too. I always planned to meet him again once I became a top-tier mercenary. But I'm just glad I got to see him, to thank him properly and all. I've spent my whole life working to become a great mercenary like your father.
I wonder if this is just poor timing, because this really sucks. Considering what just happened.
There were so many times when I wanted to ask his advice, but I couldn't. I just had to make do. That's how I've made it this far. Just hard work, all on my own. But then you come along, and it's like you don't appreciate Captain Jeralt at all, or how lucky you were to have him around your whole life. Oh, it still really bothers me. You might be his kid, but I'm still his best apprentice. Got it?
Did her temper just get the best of her again?
Hey!
You look sad. Are you sad? Yes, kid, I am very sad right now.
I trained with Geralt just the other day.
Why? Why did he have to go and die? It's too awful. He didn't deserve it.
Do you have time for a request?
Professor. I'm sure you will pull through this because you're so strong, Professor. Best to stay calm during such tumultuous and upsetting times. We don't know the nature of our enemies. If we underestimate them, anything could happen. Yes, I agree. I don't want to lose you too, Professor.
I still don't understand how big the spirit one is in hers.
Hello, Professor.
I've sung lyrics lamenting death many times on stage, but when something like this happens in real life, I'm lost. I don't know what to say, but I do know this much. Must have been very proud to have you as his child.
I'm sorry, but...
How did you know I lost this?
Hi, Teach. I see the storm in your eyes has passed. You're looking much better. I've been reading Geralt's diary. The baby he mentions. That's you, isn't it? I can't understand about half of what's written here, but Jeralt really cherished you. That much is clear. A lost I... A lost... A lot. A lot. A lost.
There is no one here who has not heard tales of Geralt's valor. We have suffered a most dear loss. I do not know what the enemy's aim was, but I do know this. After what they have done, we cannot suffer them to live. If there is anything I can do to ensure that justice is brought swiftly, you need only give the word.
It's a history of
Oh, most kind.
Professor, people are saying horrible things about Marianne. They're saying she's friends with the bad guys. If I hear someone say that, I'll...
Leave it alone, Hilda. It doesn't matter.
That would be the quickest way to resolve this. Come on, Marianne. Let's give it our all. Never seen... Never seen...
ever seen that? Professor, they're safe.
Leave it alone. What's this? What's this? What's this?
I don't know which one's gonna be hers.
Professor?
Professor? Do you think we'll still be able to graduate if dangerous things keep happening around here? Who even knows? I hope that all the students and professors will be there to celebrate at the graduation ceremony.
Dark expressions don't suit you, Professor. But well, I'm glad to see you out in the world again. It seems this month will be a quiet one around here. There aren't many knights around to liven things up.
Most of the knights are gone, seeking out the enemy.
Isn't that a bit much? I agree it's important.
What do you think, Professor? I agree. We can send some knights after our enemy.
Maybe. When I heard that Monica was with the enemy, I was surprised by how unsurprised I was. Something was just off about her. It's hard to explain. That said, whenever she had free time, she was always hanging around with Edelgard. I wonder if Edelgard is also... Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm just being paranoid.
No, it's a good thing to be suspicious.
Hello.
She's a Myrmidon. Jesus. An S in reason. She's a mortal servant. I'm heading the wrong way, damn it.
Professor, I'm so sorry about what happened to Geralt. No, of course my sorrow is nothing compared to yours. The knights are even now searching for our enemy's whereabouts. They are to report back the moment they find something. If you desire revenge, Professor, you can count me in.
Professor.
You gotta keep yourself active during tough times, Professor. Even if it seems impossible. That's how I got through it when I lost my parents. If you need help with anything, just come and see me. Eating and training are my specialties.
Thanks, buddy.
That isn't...
I'm not even close to being strong enough. I mean, Geralt was so much stronger than me, but even he... That's enough. I can't dwell on the past. There's no way to know what my future holds, but I do know one thing. Whatever happens, I have to make my own way in this world. I have to keep pushing so I can grow even stronger.
Of course I'm putting Hilda. Look at that.
Hilda! Hilda!
You lost to me? I put in some work.
Can't stop Hilda. She's just too powerful. Restore some HP because her hit rate.
Hilda! Hilda!
I'm all sweaty.
I could do it again afterwards. I didn't realize that. Ignatz is over here.
Professor, I'm scared. I feel that I don't understand the world. How could something like that happen to Geralt? He was so strong. You're inspiring, Professor. I'll do my best. Some... Someone lost. Some.
There's quite a few people up here.
Professor? I brought some flowers for Geralt. It's the least I can do. Sometimes I feel like all I do is run away. Anyway, I'll go lay them out.
I slipped quietly into the vault and rummaged about, looking for anything we might find useful. There is a group of people who want to kill us, after all. What? This is no time for asking permission. I learned long ago that one can ask permission or forgiveness. It is rarely... Still, it appears the knights have already taken everything useful. There were crest-related objects I thought might be worth studying, so... There you go again with that stern look. Of course I'll put them...
Professor, please lend us your ears. Ferdinand is saying impossible things.
I do not see what is impossible about it. All I said was that if you want to go back to Brigid, you probably can. You are the Empire's guest, so to speak. They cannot afford for something bad to happen to you. There would be a diplomatic incident. Someone close to us has turned up dead. So one could argue that you are not safe here anymore.
I am not returning to home until I have grabbed my goal. I will not be listening to the words of Ferdinand.
No, look, I did not mean to pressure you. Apologies for the misunderstanding. How could you... Oh. How could you... How could... How could you... How could you...
The other night, I had the honor of sharing a drink with Jeralt. He was pretty tactless, honestly. He could be blunt at times. He always looked like such a proud, happy father whenever he spoke of you.
I'm so glad you're okay, Professor. I was so worried. Oh, Professor, you must be starving. Mercy and I made some sweets for you. We were thinking that if you were to eat something sweet, it might help you feel better. Baking sweets is my specialty. I'm sure they'll do the trick.
They're nice. Adorable, sweet.
Professor? What happened to Jeralt? It's terrible. If there's anything I can do, simply ask. Even if what you desire is revenge, I'll gladly lend you my power. We can't let them get away with this.
I do some cooking.
My mother taught me when I was very young, but I can't make anything complicated. Yes, that's correct.
Spicy foods. Yes,
Food tastes better when I get to share it with you.
I feel the same. Let's fill up so that we feel good and energized.
Ash.
Right.
Something appears.
This is no good.
It's just a cat sitting there. Does she not like swimming?
Excuse me. Not just Tomas, but Monica, too. We can't be sure who to trust anymore, can we? Who are these people, really? What?
Professor. Oh, Goddess, hear my prayer. Please receive this beloved person. When the cold rain washes the body, receive them into your blue blood. Receive them into a twinkling star. That's a morning scripture from the Church of Saros. I pray that Jeralt is happy in the next world.
Thanks.
Need something? See you again soon.
Everybody's up here.
Excuse me. Professor, how are you holding up? I know how heavily grief weighs upon one's heart. I lost my mother some time ago. It was... Forgive me my moment of weakness. Even all these years later, I cannot recall that time without feeling the pain, as if it were brand new. Just know that I am praying for your mind.
Really?
First Tomas, and now Monica. I do have a theory, though I admit it is nothing more than speculation. Both Tomas and Monica have each gone missing at one time or another. It was reported that when Ma turned from her disappearance, she began to... as if, perhaps, the real Monica had been killed and replaced by an imposter. Thinking of it like that, it is possible that this Solon had been impersonating Tomas for some time. How they managed such a convincing change of appearance, though, I still do not understand. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yes, this...
Dude, it was like right next to you. How did you not know where that was?
Excuse me.
Well...
Oh, is something hiding just behind that book? That ring! I have seen it before. Ah, I know. Geralt showed that ring to you beside a grave. Do you recall? He said he wished for you to have that ring one day. That means it's yours. He also said that you should gift that ring to someone special. He also said that you should gift that special.
Right. I have something rather uncomfortable to discuss. It's about the weapon that killed Jeralt. Will you listen? It was a dagger, but I know enough to know it wasn't an ordinary dagger. It wasn't made of iron or steel because, well, because whatever it was, the wound it left wasn't normal. Who could make a blade like that, do you figure? I wonder who they were.
You've lost someone very dear to you. I'm so... You have my sympathy. Manuela and I can take on some of your workload this month. We can't do all the teaching, but at least we can lighten the load for you. I've always seen strength in your eyes. I know you'll recover. You're a very strong person. I'm not...
Monica von Ox. There is nothing suspicious in her past that would suggest this change of character. Her transformation must have something to do with her disappearance. Sadly, that is the extent of my knowledge. I wonder who kid...
First Tomas, and now Monica. We didn't notice the enemy's invasion. And now Geralt. Professor, please do not... There is no way to know where...
Hey, you. you have lost your father. Now more than ever, do I understand how very lucky I am that you were able to save me. Professor, I deeply appreciate what you have done. If there is anything at all I can do in return.
I've never been much for
Alright, I'm back. Sorry, I had to go do something. No, I haven't seen Catherine or anything like that anywhere.
Really?
Excuse me. Professor, I know how forgive me. Just know that
practice yields results.
You've lost Manuel. We can't do. I've always. You're a very.
Right. I wonder. Nope.
Hello there.
What do you require? Farewell.
Hello there.
This one, yes? I thank you. This one, yes? This one, yes? I thank you. This one, yes? I thank you. This one, yes? I think 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 this one, yes? I thank you. Return soon, please.
All the gifts.
Hey, welcome.
You You have a good eye. 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 A pleasure doing business with you. You have a good eye. You have a good eye. You have a good eye. A pleasure to come again.
Hey there. Come back anytime.
Welcome. Come back soon.
Welcome. Please come again.
Let's go to the dining hall.
Professor?
Seems like a little bit of a waste of I'll do Manuela and Zero.
This is a wonderful dish. You could sell this in any restaurant in the capital.
This is so good. Can I have seconds?
Don't mind me, I'm just drowning my sorrows in food. I need to go give something to the
Professor. You gotta keep. That's how I. If you need help. That is. That. That is.
Is this for me? It's so...
Professor, I've some that ones, but Sir Gerald. I'm sorry, but... Professor, I'm sure... Thank you.
There is no one. I do not. If there is.
How kind of you. If you insist. How kind of you.
So it's just Ignatz then. Might as well get him up. I'll end it for this day. I have no idea where Catherine is. Or Shamir. Because they're not showing up on the map. I'm AXHE.
Professor, I'm scared.
Thank you so much, Professor.
Yeah, there's no more things left on the map, and I don't know where the hell they are, so... Nothing really I can do about it. Oh, and today we get 4 days too, so that's cool.
Let's do this again. I learned. Let's do this again sometime.
That was... I can't believe it. Oh. That was... That was nice.
It was quite a challenge. I've got to keep working hard.
Well, she had some experience after that, so that's good. Lane's getting hurt next.
I would like to do this again sometime. All thanks. I have done. No need to do. I would like to do this again sometime.
That was so helpful. Thanks. I think I got the hang of it. That was so helpful.
This was hardly a challenge for me. I've come to
Let's get that too.
That was adequate. My efforts have borne fruit. This was hardly a challenge for me.
Nice. So he's still working. Lance is is I think I might want to make her into a mortal savant, so I gotta get her reason, because I need like a being reason for that to work.
I've got something I want to ask you. I get it. Thank you.
Your motivation was already maxed, but okay.
Professor.
Okay, yeah. Keep working on that if you want.
I'm glad I get to work with you.
Of course, Marianne. You can always count on your old pal Hilda.
Thank you. I'll do my best. That was amazing, Hilda.
Something about you makes me want to put in effort. It's kind of weird.
Perfect, that's awesome. I like how we receive smiling stones for that.
I'm beginning to understand.
Aha! Age is but a number.
Yes, I would like to participate.
Singing's okay, but I should really have a cute dance to go along with it.
There's someone who's slightly off. Oh well, that adds some color, I suppose.
Yes.
I am grateful.
I wanted to have tea time, but I guess that's too much to ask. Maybe Rhea.
What are you writing there, Hilda? Wait, let me guess. You're replying to one of your brother's letters, right?
Of course. It's a pain, but I make sure to always send him a response, otherwise he'll worry. It's much easier than when we lived together. A few letters here and there are a small price to pay for this peaceful, brother-free environment.
Well, that's a fine thing to do regardless of your reasons. As for me, it's been far too long since I've written to my parents.
Oh, I thought your father had died.
Not quite. He's still alive and kicking, as far as I know. The late Duke who died in an accident was my uncle.
I see. I do recall you mentioning that your mother was born into the Regan family. What's your father like, if you don't mind me asking?
He's quite the extravagant character. When I was a kid, he used to tie me to a horse and drag me around.
Excuse me?
In all fairness, I was quite a little brat. The horse thing sounds worse than it is. There's sort of a trick to it.
A trick I hope I never need to learn. Your mother didn't step in and make him stop?
Gods no, she'd just laugh right along with him. If my father is extravagant, my mother's more like a warrior goddess, or maybe a demon queen. This one time, she got into an argument with my combat instructor and wound up in a full-on fist fight with the guy. What's more, she won. My instructor was a mighty warrior, undefeated in 100 battles, but even he was no match for her.
Huh? But your mother is a lady of nobility.
True, but she was the kind of woman to elope with the man she loved and throw it all away. Not your average duchess at all.
Yeah, but it seems like she won't hesitate to fucking throw fisticuffs.
Ooh, they eloped! I like that. It's so romantic. Imagine abandoning your family forever to be with the one you love. Not everyone can do that.
It's not a question of can, it's a question of will. Even someone like you who generally despises effort would pull out all the stops for something you really care about. Isn't that right?
Excuse me? I put in plenty of effort.
Hey, that was a compliment. Anyhow, I look forward to the day when something inspires you to try your absolute hardest. It will be something to behold.
Byleth, stop looking sad. Making everybody sad. Alright. I'm gonna end it here. If you like what you see, leave a like. And if you want to see more of what you see, be sure to subscribe. Thanks again. See you guys in the next video.